there is a distinct possibility that I'm live. I just need to verify this, so... Going to be a few minutes of riff-raff at the beginning of this one. I'm live. Oh, yep. What do you know? It actually worked. Couldn't have possibly been this, this easy when I was doing the anniversary stream. No, sir. Alright. Well, hello, feel the rain. You are the first one here, therefore you get all the prizes. Yeah, sorry, Nightshade, you were about 2 seconds too late. So you get none of the prizes. Alright, so yeah, I need to do the usual announcements, so give me just a minute. I didn't want to announce anything until I knew it was actually working. Okay, there are the Twitters, and put up the Videro. Best part is always when I make the only tag just C's. Alright. Well, I announced it on the Discord, on the Twitters, and on the YouTubes, so I think that's all I really needed to do. Although, now that I think about it, getting the 96 notepad files that I need actually open would be useful. Let's see, there's one of them. I have another one that goes over the rules. Do I have it? D20 rules, there we go. Okay. Let me just roll a few times until I get a 20 up there, because that will make me feel better about my life. There we go. Okay, so it hasn't been as long since the last time as the game. Well, actually, before I even do that, audio's okay, right? I want to make sure the game is not drowning me out and the usual shit. I'll just jitter back and forth. It'll be good. But, assuming I'm okay to be heard, which I think I am, yeah, there was a pretty big gap between the, first 2 days and the last segment. This one's been, I don't know, a few weeks, but, just for catching up purposes, we should have 7 badges here. Yes, indeed. I have to do the, rocket hideout shit. Not the rocket hideout, but the radio tower takeover and the underground and all that crap. And, then we get to go through Ice Path, Blackthorn, Last Gym, Elite Four, and all that crap. I don't know if I'll finish all of it tonight, though I would like to. I currently have no plans to do any of Kanto. That will probably be done at some point in the future, like after I play through Sun and Moon. Because I am going to continue to avoid spoilers in this stream for the people who are avoiding spoilers. But at some point after those come out, all bets are off, so... Let's just take Hadoo here and head over to Goldenrod. Yeah, the problems with Twitch and Hitbox were on the annoying side, I will admit. I don't know why I have to admit that, as if anybody would disagree. Okay, now is the town already, or the city, is it already in lockdown mode? No? Oh, okay, I guess, yeah, certain parts of it are. There's this really weird section coming up here that I'm going to be playing around with as soon as I get the outfit. So let's grab Medical Marth. So yeah, again, just if you missed any of the previous parts, I will show my current team. It's going to be the team that sticks with me for a while, because there's only a few areas that I can still catch Pokemon in. So I've got the old favorites, Harambe, Schlep. Simple Flip's relatively new acquisition. He at least has a fire move. Oh, he has 2 fire moves, so that's decent enough. Big red one, previously Baxterina. Medical Marth was caught in the Safari Zone, and this barely distinguishable shiny Gastrodon, Pafargtal, replaced the shiny Gyarados. So, I'm pretty happy with this team. Would like to be able to evolve Simple Flips. Actually, you know what? Let me check something real quick here. I'm going to go to Bulbapedia and look something up, and hopefully find something that is worthwhile. Yes, actually. I can buy a Firestone from the Pokeathlon on Tuesdays. I'm gonna find out how many points that takes, and possibly get enough to buy it if it's not, like, super horrible, because, I usually don't like to evolve, stuff like Growlithe until they get more moves. But, I would like to have the capability of doing it. So, we'll see. Because I usually wait until it gets Flamethrower, and I know in the original Gen 2 it was level 50 that it didn't get until it got that, but it might be earlier in this. Is this the prize table, or is this where you check in? I think this is the prize table. Firestone, 2500. Yeah, that would take a few playthroughs. I mean, I could do a couple, but I don't know if anybody wants to sit through that. So, I guess I'll hold off. Oh well. I did say that at one point I was going to do all the other minigames, but I already have kind of a lot of stuff I have to do to finish the game, and I'm hoping to finish it tonight, so I don't know if I want to necessarily waste time with those. I might do it later, we'll see how I feel. Because I definitely don't want to evolve Growlithe yet. Anyway, this is indeed the tower, right? 34? Huh, okay, then yeah, I might do that. So let me go ahead and lead with somebody that isn't my highest level. But yeah, let me actually explain what I plan on doing this week. Since Sun Moon are coming out on Friday, and I'm going to want to play those, I'm getting Moon. I'm going to try to play it as soon as I get it, basically. Somebody asked earlier, am I going to be doing anything for that on YouTube? I don't plan to, only because I don't have a capture card. If I did, honestly, I still don't know if I would, because when I play through Pokemon games, like, and I'm not specifically recording them, I go through them really, really slowly and methodically, and everybody would hate me. So, yeah, I don't know. But what I do plan on doing is I want to try to finish this game up today, just so I don't have it kind of looming as, like, an unfinished thing. Tomorrow I'm going to be uploading the last part of Minish Cap, going out of order with my upload schedule a little bit. Just because I already have it recorded and I didn't want to have to wait a few more days. And then Friday will be the usual Yoshi segment, which I haven't recorded yet. The real question here is, if you may recall, a few years ago, before Gen 6 came out, I basically tried to finish up Gen 5 in the sense that I did the White Tree Hollow video, basically like a few days before X and Y came out. And I've kind of liked to be able to do the Battle Maison in Y. And I could try to do that on Thursday, but it would have to be with a webcam, and it would probably be really fucking boring. So, at the end of the stream, I might ask if people are interested in seeing that. And I lose the outfit immediately. So I actually completely forgot what to do here. that was me actually progressing and doing what the game wanted me to do. If you don't progress there, there's some freaking amazing dialogue. I covered it in my text LP of this game, but yeah, it's like, basically the entire town is blocked off, you can't leave, you can't use fly, and if you try to get on the bike, the game says something about it not working, I forget what. If you try to heal at the Pokemon Center, they say, like, we maintain the right to refuse service to anybody wearing a Team Rocket uniform or something. It's like something really awkward and weird. Is the game lagging out for some reason? I don't know why. Anyway, could go for Bullet Seed for type coverage, but it's a physical move, right? Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with this. Don't really need to have 2 water moves, but I don't want Bullet Seed either, so whatever. Why is the game lagging out? Like, every once in a while I keep hearing the audio skip. Can't tell what people are talking about. Oh, Sacred Gold. I know nothing about Miitomo. I know it exists, but I've certainly never done anything with it. I never really did anything with Miiverse either, for that matter. What are you doing here? You can't buy sanity here. Good. That's a good line. Are we sure the game isn't really loud? I'm gonna just turn the TV down a little bit. It seems louder than usual. I don't know. But yeah, everybody get used to Team Rocket music in high quantities, because that's pretty much what we're getting here. Now, I will actually give the randomized version of this a little bit of credit, because at least the teams are going to be slightly more interesting than the original. Like, right here, this guy has a Nidoran, which is still a poison type, and Team Rocket is seriously overkill with poison types, but, oh, thank you, game. Thank you for proving me wrong. I'm about to say, at least it's not a Zubat. Is there a W? This guy is just themed to have all poison types anyway. God. I swear, if anybody actually watched me play through Moon, you would not ever watch any of my videos again. Because I talk to every NPC, I check every single square inch of the map for hidden items, I raise a team of 12 evenly and try to, like, switch things up in battle frequently so that I'm not, like, giving the same Pokemon too much representation or whatever. I specifically go into gyms and stuff with, like, the wrong type. I play them so badly. Like, it's... I basically like to make them last, and so I kind of just go through them super slow. But yeah, it's... I don't know. Let's just pretend there was an ending to that sentence. There is some kind of machinery outside. I don't know what it is. I don't know, I'd feel kind of weird doing Gen 7 for YouTube or even for Twitch when I've never done 5 or 6. So I feel like if I was going to do another Pokemon playthrough, it would probably be one of the Unova games. Like, I started to do Blaze Black, but then I just kind of stopped playing it. Hey! That was it. Author Anne. Do you have heat proof? Let's find out. So I've got to mention one really annoying, stupid thing that I'm going to be doing in my playthrough, because I've mentioned in a few places that I'm planning on using all 3 starters, and no, I'm not going to say what they are. If you're avoiding spoilers, don't worry. I mean, I assume you know what the starters are, but maybe not the evolutions. I'm going to be using all 3 of them, and I don't like it when the experience gets out of whack. Like, I don't want to have 2 of them be traded and 1 of them not, so I'm going to actually try to trade for all 3. And even though everybody playing through the game is already naming their character this, I am going to name my character Luna, just because Luna Lovegood is my favorite from Harry Potter. So I'm actually going to, like, start up a game as Harry, pick a starter, trade it to Joel's game, restart it as, like, Ron or Ginny, and just, like, I'm going to have all 3 of them be from, like, Luna's friends, and then it's really, really stupid, but I have to trade for all 3 of them anyway, so I might as well give them, like, unique original trainer names. I don't know. Empoleon, that's actually pretty interesting. How about that level 25? Oh, we got past Mega Aerodactyl, that's cool. I remember that thing being a thorn in your side for a while. Don't get cute. Okay. I'm trying to remember the first time I actually gave nicknames to things. I'm sure I mentioned it in the Platinum video, but I think it was when I started playing a bunch of random ROMs in between Gen 3 and 4. So yeah, let's... I need to, like, actually be using the speed up key in these battles because these are boring as shit. Also, Force Palm. That's a pretty good move, isn't it? 60... Okay, so it's not a great move, but it paralyzes. This is the one that Ori had in Platinum. I forgot about that. It can paralyze, so yeah, I'll get rid of Stun Spore. Legendaries that you actually get through handout events, like the majority of them can't be nicknamed. Stuff that catch in-game, like if you catch a Victini in Black and White, those can be nicknamed. And the Gen 7 Mythical, from what I hear, can actually be nicknamed, because you, it actually has your OT when you get it, so that's kind of cool. So before I forget to do this, let me switch these around. Yeah, I wish that they did more of that too. Like actually having you work for the event legendary stuff. Like for the 20th anniversary stuff, I understand why they were handouts, but I wish that the mythicals in each generation would at least have like in-game events like they used to, because they just kind of stopped doing that. And I don't remember if I mentioned this on video at any point, but now that they have Hoopa, which has the entire gimmick of basically like creating these portals and pulling legendaries from like different timelines and shit, I feel like they should do Hoopa as a handout event and repeat it like once a year or something, and then actually have the games programmed to like if you have a Hoopa and take it to this location, it'll open a portal and then you can get Darkrai. You take it to this location and you can get Jirachi, that kind of stuff. Like, that would be a really cool way of handling it. It would still make it so there's events, but they wouldn't be nearly as annoying. Does this thing have thick fat? Is that why it's taking such a small amount of damage there? Yeah, I should probably switch out. Medical Marth, go, even though you're also weak to Psychic. I'm not really sure which legendaries there's supposed to only be one of in the first place. I'd say probably Kyogre and Groudon and Rayquaza are one of a kind. The Box Trio from Gen 4 should be one of a kind, but Arceus can create more of them when it wants to, so those might be an exception. Reshiram and Zekrom, there's probably only one of each. I mean, Arceus is one of a kind, but it's mythical, so you don't really find it in-game. I think most of the trios should, like, there should be multiples of. Maybe not the Swords of Justice, though, because those have, like, a specific backstory. I don't know. Can you do Photoshop Arceus without cheats? I mean, there was a legit one that was distributed in Gen 4, and you could use it to trigger the Photoshop event in HGSS, but you couldn't get the one from the Azure Flute in Diamond Pearl Platinum, though. Not sure if I mentioned this in the LP either, but fun fact, the Photoshop, I keep calling it that, it's not Photoshop, it's the Google Images event. And if you don't know what I mean by that, there's an event in this game where if you take Arceus to the Ruins of Alph, it takes you to this weird temple and you get Dialga, Palkia, or Giratina at level 1. You can actually trigger that event twice, because the game will check if you have an Arceus that is from an event with the Fateful Encounter tag, or it will check if you have one with a capture location of the Hall of Origin. And it'll actually let you use both. Like, you can do one and then do the other. But since the Hall of Origin one was never actually released legitimately, it's, like, you can only do it by hacking. So it's kind of weird. I mean, once I do, like, the Elite Four and stuff, I could probably go back and do that event, and the Celebi one. The games leave it vague, but I mean, Arceus is supposed to be the, it's basically the creator, or at least it's heavily implied that it is. Mew is just kind of the, it's the one that... Mew is basically the stem cell Pokemon, which is why it also looks like a fetus. It's supposed to be, like, just kind of like a basic creature that slowly, like, evolved in the Darwinian sense into the other types of Pokemon, so I don't think it ever actually, like, created anything, it just has the genetic material of them. If we're going by the canon of the fanfic, The Language of Life, then Mew and Arceus are actually, like, equals that live in a separate dimension, and Mew created Pokemon and Arceus created humans, but that is a fanfic, so I don't know why I brought it up. Yeah, I like the, I like that sprite. Let me actually... Can I show this thing in stream? Not easily. Hold on. Yeah, whatever. For the text LP, I basically just did a paint edit of the female rocket grunt with Lyra's head on it, and it came out looking kind of decent. I'm kind of fine with there not being, like, a definite explanation, because, I mean, not to get super religious here, but in the real world, we don't know where we came from. There's plenty of theories on it, so why should the Pokemon world be any different? Yeah, I definitely gotta show Spiky-Eared Pichu, that one's pretty good. Which, this really shouldn't be considered spoilers, so tough shit if you think it is, but, apparently, the box sprite, like, not the actual 3D model for it, but the PC sprite for Spiky-Eared Pichu does exist in Sun and Moon, which is pretty weird. God, Shock Cube. Shock Cube was the best. I have potions. That'll be fine for now. And actually, on that same subject, not only does it have Spiky-Eared Pichu, but it also has Cosplay Pikachu and Eternal Floette, and I'm kind of surprised about that, because I figured that they'd be removing those. They might just be there as like a placeholder if they decide to add them, though, I don't know. So, remember this guy who showed up like one time and was known to be like a good mimic? Because here he is again. Oh no. And his name's Mike, apparently. Well, here's a good battle. Well, Dragon Rage is not super effective, so whatever. Yeah, I don't really understand what's up with Eternal Floette. Unless they planned on having AZ use it to battle you, and that's why they gave it separate stats and, like, a signature move and stuff. Like, if they planned on that and then changed their minds, then maybe, but I don't get why they would do that. So apparently I'm not doing so well here. I have Aurora Beam though, so... Was this one a Weezing originally? No? Because I think this guy had like 5 Coughings and a Weezing on his original team, so I guess this one's the Weezing. I'm not sure why the randomizer is giving him various things like that. It's kind of weird. XY did have a pretty shitty evil team, but to be fair, I'm not liking Gen 7s either. I have not spoiled myself much on the story, and obviously I wouldn't say it even if I did. So I know that there's a lot more going on than you see on the surface, but like the main team is really shitty. I hate them. Okay, I'm gonna skip through this text and not listen carefully at all. Oh my god, oh, basement key. Why are you giving me the key? Team Flare was like... I don't know what the fuck Team Flare was. Like, they started out as basically being Team Rocket in the sense that they just kind of, like, do bad stuff for money, and that's basically it. Like, there's a part where they're going after fossils, even though they're not doing anything illegal in the process, and you're like, oh no, we have to stop them, not the fossils. And there was basically no point to that entire sequence other than reminding people of Gen 1. And then later on in the game, and by later on I mean like post-Badge 7, they're just like, oh yeah, by the way, Doomsday Machine, also we've caught this giant homeless dude, and we have him in like a prison, and we're gonna like suck all the energy out of the world and fire this big cannon because the world isn't beautiful enough. Like, what the fuck was Team Flare? I don't understand them. Oh, hello. Well, nice meeting you then. Team Flare was like... Let me actually pause for a second and try to remember. Team Flare was basically just Lysander and a bunch of random nobodies that bought into his scheme, because I think it was basically supposed to be like a parallel to Scientology. Because you had to pay like 5,000 Pokédollars to get in or something. He wanted to restart the world because he was concerned that like the way that society was going, there wouldn't be like enough resources for everyone to live. I don't know, he was full of shit. So he's like, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this giant laser and kill everything, and that will save everything. Good. And I mean, in the whole Lysander being a Scientologist thing, like, you could say the same thing about Cyrus, because he was the only one in his team that knew what the fuck was going on. But, at least the Team Galactic people didn't have to, like, pay to join it. And when I say it's only the main guy, that's because I never remember the subordinates. Like, I know there was somebody named, like, Zero Sick, and I don't remember who the fuck else. They were all forgettable. And then there was just the weird post-game with Looker, where, like, the homeless girl gets mind-controlled. Like, what the hell was that about? Oh boy, it's Jinx. How do I want to fit this, Jinx? I think you have good special defense. Go. Even though you're part ground. Plasbad for short. Also, hi Data, I didn't know you were here. Oh, okay. What, the computer's actually switching? I'm kind of... I don't like N that much. Why did I use Surf again? I don't know. Like, I don't think he's amazing, but he was more interesting than a lot of other characters in the series. For one, he actually had kind of a personality and a backstory. I don't remember what my hidden power type was. Did we say it was, like, grass? I don't remember. Oh god, I forgot that people used to call Getsis Dennis. They used to call Genesect Dennis too. God, those are some old memes. Fighting moves. Yeah, Gen 6 was super easy. I'm hearing that Sun and Moon are quite a bit more difficult, which kind of interests me. I know they're not going to be, like, super ROM hacky hard, but they might actually make me think. Yeah, in the fight against Getsis at the end, they're, like, the music is like... I think it's saying Penance. It's like... It's like, you can't really hear what they're saying, and so people thought that they were saying Dennis. And so, I think for some reason it was, like, assumed that, that was the Genesect theme, and so that's why they called it Dennis for a while. Yeah, losing to a Jigglypuff, yeah. Alright. Why do I lose? Also, it took me, I think, years before I realized his name was not Gestus. Because Gestus is a lot easier to say. So, I don't know. Like, what the fuck kind of name is Getsus, anyway? Does it mean anything? I'm sure Bulbapedia has, like, an entire page on theories of what his name means. Honestly, despite the fact that I wish the games were harder, I still really like the, Infinite TMs. They do make it easier, but they also just make it a hell of a lot more convenient, because I was one of the people that would just hoard every single TM and never use them. And, I like being able to use them. From G and Cis, C sharp. The pitches of the timpanis used in his battle theme. Combination of G and Cis is tritone. What the fuck? Okay. Oh, I forgot about Natural Harmonia Gropius. That is the... God damn it. Why is his name Gropius? Oh, man. I'm sorry, that was probably a really stupid, immature thing to laugh at, but like, what the fuck? Yeah, wasn't there like an interview or something where they talked about like all this weird end backstory stuff, and he like is able to talk to Pokemon, and he, like, doesn't have actual parents because he was birthed from the midichlorians or some shit. Like, he was, like, this serious Gary Stu. I don't remember all the details. I'm liking this Dustox here. This is pretty good. What the fuck is Gropius? That just sounds like a Rule 34 Tropius name. Like... Yeah, he has two sisters, Anthea and Concordia. I remember this because I had a very short-lived D&D character named Anthea. And I also used those two names for, Espeon and Umbreon in my second Coliseum playthrough that I stopped, like, a third of the way through the game. But yeah, they showed up in the intro and they did nothing at all. It was pretty good. I like Gen 5. It's probably still my favorite generation, but it did have a few issues. Bugcatcher Bob with a Delibird. Here's a pretty good one. Alright. Oh no, am I gonna get swept by a Lapras? Does anybody but me actually know what the hell swept by a Lapras is actually from? Because I make that reference all the time and I don't know why. Let's always make that noise. Mercy! Okay, I'm gonna read that part out loud because that was pretty good. After his Joker impression, why so serious? Yes, he really says that. Harry realizes that he really is missing love and compassion for his Pokemon and goes off presumably to beat some love into them. That was a quote from me from 2010. Simple Flips, you do not take hits well at all. So clearly my almost dead Gabite will do better. Oh no, it died. Yeah, the text LP is basically the only thing of worth on my website. So, I think it's a lot easier in this version, but does anybody at all, other than maybe, like, oh god, what the fuck is his name? Worster. Like, does anybody other than him know how this area works in the original games? Because there's, like, these 3 buttons, and the trick is just to press them in reverse order, and then that, like, opens a door. Or, like, opens a path to the end. But then there's also, like, items scattered throughout, and it is really weird, and I don't understand how it works. It is one of the weirdest things in the entire game. Oh! Yeah, it's a shiny Gastrodon. It was the replacement for the shiny Gyarados. But, the thing that I always like about that puzzle, though, is, in Datai's playthrough of Shiny Gold, there was, like, he went through that section, and he had to basically just try the buttons a few different times, and eventually found the one that went through, and he was like, oh, I guess it was 2, then 3, then 1. So I left a comment, and I was like, so, 23 is number 1? And there was just kind of like this, oh, kind of moment. That was pretty much it. I liked the oh moment. Really? Again? Okay, so... what is this? What am I looking at here? Let me, get a real good look at that there. I'm trying to figure out what the hell that sprite is supposed to be. Is that like a tile from the Kabuto puzzle in the Ruins of Alph? Like, what the fuck is this? Is that pimento cheese? Is my favorite Pokemon sometimes a wall? Oh. Let's, do that again. Alright, so basically I just want to poke these until something happens, so I'll just do the old standby of press them in reverse order. And it worked, what do you know? Wait, Arbok can't learn Poison Fang? Really? That's kind of shit. I will consider the name Stalunko the next time I get a chance to catch something, which will be Route 44, I think. Growlithe can't learn Growl, and Lickitung can't learn Lick. Well, Lickitung can learn Lick starting in Yellow version, I just know it couldn't in the originals. Which is still really stupid, but they at least fixed it. I assume Growlithe can learn Growl. Mine doesn't have it right now, does it? No. Oh, yeah, I saw your comment about the third bell in Minish Cap. I'm kind of surprised that that was a thing. Name it croutons. If I find a Ponyta, then sure. Oh no, I'm gonna get ambushed. Oh my god, I got ambushed. Author Tristian again. How often does that name show up? Several Pokemon get 0 TMs. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Because, I mean, I know stuff like Wobbuffet and Magikarp and that kind of thing don't learn TMs just because they're not meant to, but I'm not sure why Mismagius and Whimsicott don't, unless you mean, like, specifically in Uranium or something. Because I have not used either of those, but okay, yeah, there we go. So Uranium only. Gen 1... I'm convinced that Gen 1 was just a lucky accident. That, like, somebody was carrying a bunch of game code and tripped and it fell into a pile. And then when they picked it up, it just made the Gen 1 games. And they're like, huh, you know what? This might be cool. And ever since then, they've just been trying to refine it. I mean, I could say the same thing about DK64, but, Mismagius? I mean, it's Mischievous and Mage combined, so it's Mismagius. I assume that's how you say it. I think I've heard people say Mismagius, but I think Magius sounds better. This is your favorite NPC in the whole series. Oh yeah, the random yuck guy. Is that who I just fought? I wasn't even paying attention to his dialogue. Yeah, Gen 1 Golbat has to earn its wing attack. It doesn't get it until, what, like level 40? Okay, well that's where I'm supposed to go. What does this lead to? Oh, this is like the storage basement, right? Yeah. This is another really weird part of the game. I don't understand it. Alright. What Pokemon are not holding items? Most of them. I'm going to give you the amulet coin because I will maybe almost remember that you are holding it. When you say Gen 1 Golbat is the best sprite, also keep in mind that that's the red-blue sprite and not the original one, so they actually made it worse. Like, people give red-green a lot of shit for having really bad sprites, and they do. But some of them are actually better than the ones that came later. For some reason, it lands on people's heads and acts like a hat. I think that's one of its Pokedex entries or something. Yeah, Gen 1 Lapras is pretty good looking. So is Mewtwo. Oh, I have nuggets? Yeah, I should sell those. I did not realize until much later that she had in fact already eaten the Kayet. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm not actually done yet. I have to keep going. Green version Mew is, something special, definitely. Quash is the best TM. Yeah, the original Charmeleon was pretty bad too. Like, not even just the red-green sprite, but also the Gen 1 back sprite in general. It had like that weird horn that just didn't look right. Let me just stack up on these a little bit. Get some regular potions just for healing in between battles. Sell the nuggets. Actually, I have other shit too, like pearls. Triangle attack. No, not the heart scale. I would like to keep that. I guess that's it. I feel like the weird upside-down coughing sprite was intentional, though, because coughing is supposed to be like this weird, like, creation of pollution that isn't really like a natural thing. So it would make sense that it kind of has like deformities and stuff. So there's like not always going to be a consistent placement of the symbol on it, but then they just kind of they kind of made it the same every game since then, so I don't know. Let's also not forget the weird, like, opening horizontally version of Cloister. So where's the door I'm supposed to open? Didn't get to see a single frame of that dialogue. So, will I die in one hit from this Gligar? Let's find out. Surprisingly, no. So, fun fact, in my efforts to try and finish up as much of Gen 6 as I can before the new games come out, one of my goals, as I already mentioned, was to try to get through 50 battles in the Battle Maison, which I still haven't done. My other one was to finish my high standard living dex, which involves getting every possible thing from the Friend Safari with its hidden ability. I'm still missing 4 things. Fanpy is one of them, which is what reminded me of it. I also need Cloister, which is funny because I just mentioned that one. Whirlipede, and specifically the red form of Float, because I do have the other 2. I've been stalking safaricode.com for the past few days, trying desperately to get those. There's some people that I actually have, like, successfully added onto my friends list, and yet they are never online at the same time as me, so I can't actually get their stuff. And then there's some that I just haven't had any luck with at all. It's a little bit annoying. I'm hoping to finish that up, but I've only got a few days left. I might check out Reddit, I haven't done that yet. I don't think we're supposed to talk about the new Executor, but assuming most people already know what it is, I did mention it in my Thought Dumps video. I think it's one of the better of its type, but I don't know, I mean, I'm not planning on using it. Yeah, that's kind of my thought on that also, because it's posted all over the damn place, but, I don't know. I kind of assumed Moon was going to be the popular one of the 2, but I usually just go for whichever is the second game, so... The only times I've really not done that are Fire Red, and that was specifically for Pokedex reasons, and Omega Ruby, just because I felt like it. Alright, Growlithe, you need to be slightly better. So, Ariana, should we make references to Dumbledore's sister? The weird Triforce rumor-spreading person from Ocarina of Time? Or Ariana Black? Possibly all three. Probably Ariana Black. Also Landon, okay. I guess we're going with that. Really? You took that much damage from a damn Murkrow? Ugh, come on, really? If only I had a priority move. Also, why is a Murkrow outspeeding me? I thought these things were really slow. Like, let me look at this. Da-da-da-da! Looking at these stats, let me compare them to, like... Well, you're a pseudo-legend. Yeah, I don't know, it's hard to say. So, let's just sit around. Here, I'm going to lower your... Oh, I can't use Smokescreen after the taunt, never mind. I was going to try to lower its accuracy and then switch Simple Flips back in, but apparently not. Good. Oh, it actually used Water Sport, and it was actually effective for the first time in history. Okay. That changes things up a bit. Alright, takedown. Flame Wheel, you are stronger than Fire Fang, right? 60 versus... Oh. Why the hell haven't I been using Fire Fang, then? Is there any advantage to Flame Wheel? I mean, I'm gonna get rid of Leer anyway, but... still. So let me fix that up, because I have been using the wrong move. Come on. Blech. Okay, good enough. Hold on, what's being said in the chat? Oh, just somebody remembering what her original team was. I mean, I know the names of all the Gen 7 Pokemon, and I know their types. I don't know them in order yet. I'll have to work on that. I know, like, the first chunk after the starters, and I know the order that the legendaries are in, but not really the stuff between. Alright, so the final boss originally had, I think, a Houndoom, and I forget what other stuff, which was actually a somewhat threatening team. I think I should be okay. Cragglyman, I do have an idea of a team. I basically know what I want to use, but there's probably going to be a few things that I switch around a little bit. And obviously I'm not going to say, like, what they are here. All I can say is, oh, this is the wrong place to go. All I can say without being spoilery is there's way too many water types that I like. The team I have decided already has 3. And there's like a 4th I would like to add on there, but can't really justify it. If I do end up doing the pointing a webcam at Pokemon Y going through the maze on stream... Oh, this was the wrong way. If I end up doing that, I think I'm going to make that one, like, anything goes in terms of spoilers, just so I can talk about this stuff freely. I don't want to do a monotype team for my first time through the game, though. There's too many other things that I wanted to use. Yeah, I saw that Breath of the Wild might be delayed again. Like, are you freaking serious? My Maison team is Mega Kangaskhan, Protean Greninja, and Poison Heal Gliscor. Well, if I had Bite, that would be nice, but I think it learned it at too low of a level, so I guess I just can't. Do I have any dark moves? Yeah, I have Assurance. Martin doesn't know yet. That was, I read that on the Discord after he already went to work, so... Ugh. That was a strong frickin' Shadow Ball from a Ghastly. Yep, how about that? Okay, that's critical. I don't think anybody's guessed the next LP yet. I haven't been looking at the Discord really to see what guesses have been out, though. I do repeat the hints in the Minish Cat video that I'm going to be putting up tomorrow, though. Ugh. Ice Beam should be good against you, I think. Mother 4. Oh wait, why am I thinking this thing has Ice Beam? What the hell am I doing? Surf is fine now. I mean, Mother 4 is a fan game, right? Alright, don't be fully paralyzed and we'll be good. Come on, really? How do you do 1% for Fusion? Fusion doesn't actually count any of the major upgrades as percentage, so the 1% that you get is just a missile expansion that's in your way. That's basically it. Let me just do another potion, I guess. Actually, do I have a full restore? Yeah. Feels stupid using a full restore this early in the game, but hey. Don't get paralyzed again. Don't you motherfucker! Whatever. Yeah, you can avoid the missile expansion, but it has like 7 frames of error that you can make. It's really, really precise. I might try it, but I don't know. Nothing like, saving your best for last, am I alright? Alright. So yeah, just do some damage, and there we go. Simple flips, I don't think you're gonna be able to beat it, so... I actually did watch The Room. I think it was like a month or 2 ago. I just remember Vinny started talking about The Room a lot because he was listening to the Disaster Artist audiobook, and then we also got that and listened to it and then watched the movie. It was delightfully bad. Well, bye. Oh, and I mentioned this at some point, but in case you never heard, Joel actually got past that one shitty door in Prime 2. So that might continue to be a thing at some point. I'm not sure exactly when. So I just received Ho-Oh's entire wing. Good to know. No, he didn't have to cheat. Basically what happened was somebody who speedruns the game was actually doing a run of it live and messed up the intended way of getting past that one door and then explained during the stream that there was like a backup method, so he was able to see how to do that, and it actually was not that hard, surprisingly. Well, Baby Bus, that doesn't fit the criteria of the new game. I'm going to be saying these hints again in tomorrow's video, but basically over the Discord chat, I gave 5 hints as to what the next LP is going to be. So I'll just say what they are right here. Number 1, it will be a blind run. Number 2, it is not a vanilla game. There are hacks or mods involved somehow. Number 3, it is not an obscure game. Number 4, it is not really a new game, but it's newer than most games that I've played for the channel. And number 5, a character that I occasionally use in Smash 4 will be in it. I am not going to be saying if any guesses in the chat are right or wrong. There are some that I deconfirmed earlier, but I am gonna stay completely silent about that because I don't want to give it away. So anyway, now that that whole thing's over, let me switch you out.